Hi guys, this is Stephanie. Welcome to Stephanie's Journey. For those of you who are here for the very first time, welcome. And for those of you returning, welcome back. Today I'm going to give you a little bit of update on what I'm doing to clean up the garden, get it ready for fall. It is a mess out here. My grass needs to be cut, but I'm going to show you anyway what we have. It is August 6th. I'm going to load this same day. I'm not going to edit it at all. So hopefully it's decent. So let's flip you around. Okay, my sweet potatoes are about ready to come up. They have grown all the way around, growing up under my thing. I'm going to plant some more stuff. I just have not had time to do that. Uh, these are my sweet potatoes. They started turning yellow. Oh, that lizard scared me. Yeah, but let me get my stick. Because I don't be digging my hands down in that stuff. You know, phobias. But anywho, my sweet potatoes have, I think, a week worth until they're at 120 days. But I did see some last time I dug around a little bit. So there is some in there, I believe. But I don't know how many. But they have spread all the way around everywhere. So we will see what they get. This is going to see marigolds finally came up and they have bloomed. Got sweet potatoes going around here. My bucket burst. I'm going to get a new bucket to put out here. Both of them are turned up. They've been out here for this is the fourth year, I think. So they've had my $15 worth, but they're gone. Mint. I've been cutting it and drying it, so it is growing out good here. But I can use a little trim now. But yeah, I'm gonna clean all this up this weekend. My friend's coming to visit, so I'm gonna see if I can get her to help me. All around here needs to be weeded because I need to cut my grass, but I'm gonna spray some stuff on it to kill the grass. All that will be killed. These have died off, but they are still producing a little bit. You can see there's a few flowers that's on it, but they're at the last leg. I'm gonna pull it up, amend it, and put something in it for fall. Not for sure what yet. Strawberries are dying back. Didn't get that many of them this year because the lizards ate them all. My rosemary, as you can see, is still doing good. I moved this pepper the other day and I think it's gonna die. Don't know what kind it is, but it kept drying up because it wasn't getting enough sun. It was shaded out, so I moved it over here. I got some new squash. I just planted it because they were 50 day, and we still got 50 days left, hopefully, before we get a frost. This crazy weather, you just never know. Those again are my sweet potato slips. This was a sucker. I broke it off, put it in the ground. It survived. I had two that I did that to. The other one was over there, but it did not. Over here, right there, but it didn't survive, so I put it up. So my green beans all have flowers now, and they're growing pretty good. This tomato plant, I didn't know what it was, what kind it was. I was hoping it was a slicer. It looked like it was going to be a slicer, but then where is it at? I got a tomato on here somewhere, a little teeny baby one. Oh, yeah, down there. That does not look like a slicer. I think it might be aroma, which that's fine. I'll take aroma. I just don't want those yellow pears. And hopefully it's not that. But the leaves are so big, it just looks like it's going to be a slicer. Or not aroma, but I don't know. We'll see. I don't not think it's a cherry. That came from a slicer. But I don't think that's gonna have enough time. We got my potatoes here. They're getting big. I planted a bunch of them. None came up hardly at all. We got that one there, one here, and then these three here. And that's it for the potatoes that came up. So I'm gonna tie these green beans back a little bit so that they're not covering up the potatoes, and hopefully they grow over this way, but whatever. We have here the ginger. A lot of it's come up. We also have some new ones coming up, sprouts there, and then a new one there. I keep adding more dirt over top of it because it's growing up over top of the dirt. So that's a good thing, good problem to have. And then all of the flowers on the green beans everywhere. So we should have green beans in about a week off of all of these. I think it's like 12 plants. I'm gonna add some fish emulsion to this bed for the green beans and go from there. Weeds. I'm an issue with weeds this year. My carrot, oh, it's going to seed. Let's see. Nothing. Carrots are done bad. I don't have much luck with carrots except for that random carrot that I had that grew in that pot. It was big. Maybe some of these volunteers that's growing on the ground, maybe they'll do something. Because I got a bunch of them that's growing from last year, went to seed. But don't look like these in here doing nothing. Because that had a long taproot on it, but not a good one. My eggplant broke. It had an eggplant on it, and it fell off. My greens are still growing well. Still getting harvesting greens over here. I'm going to plant some more. That's the eggplant. I just let it stand there and compost. These are my collard greens. They had some caterpillars on them, but I rinsed them off really good. So I think they're fine. I haven't seen any more. Not to say that they're not anymore because I haven't seen them. It won't take but a day. But I have been getting them off when I see them and rinsing them real good with the water hose powerfully, and then cutting these off, chopping them and putting them in the freezer. Then acrylic kale, I haven't been freezing it. I actually been juicing those. I'm gonna do the raw Helen on plant-based Helen. Been watching her. She's doing a juice challenge this month. I think I'm gonna try that too. But my collard greens are looking pretty good. Eggplant. My eggplants have been going crazy this year. I have gotten so many eggplant. I keep saying I'm gonna do an eggplant video for y'all. We got that one coming. We got one right there that look like something has taken a bite out of it. Look at it. I don't know what is bitten at, but something has. So it is what it is. But we have some more coming. There. Focus y'all. Okay, we got one there. Got a flower there. There, and then one way down there. So we still got some more. This plant has been doing fabulous. I mean, absolutely fabulous. It still looks good and green. Can't say that much for the other ones. Had a tomato plant there, another one of these. I finally pulled it up. Got this one running wild. I need to pull it up because I don't want those tomatoes. I don't really care for them that much. This plant started dying. I pruned it back, came back to life. So we have tomatoes one there, one there, one there. So we do have some slicers on this one, but it needs to be pruned. I just been letting it do whatever it wants to do. One butterfly. Yeah, I don't know what it's doing down there, but nothing down there for it to eat, but it's down there. And I need to hurry up because my phone's gonna get too hot. Anywho, this is a hot mess. Hot mess. I pulled the roots of that uh that spinach I don't care for too much. I grew it last year and now it's just taking over. This tomato plant is growing tomatoes, but the bugs are getting it, so this whole bed needs to be amended. It's um the nutrients are gone out of it and it just looks a mess. So I'm going to do that. I do have peppers that are growing, as you can see. One right there. And then it has lots of flowers. I just been self-pollinating them. This one has a pepper on it. And I've been pulling them every day or so and cooking them. This pepper plant right here. Oh my God, I got a lot of pepper. They don't get big. It tastes like green bell peppers. I don't know what they are. They don't get big like bell peppers. So I don't know what kind they are. But they're growing. I think I put 4 or 5 of them over there yesterday. My aroma is gone to, to God. But I left it in here. I need to pull it up. It still got some on it, but the bugs are laying their eggs or whatever them bugs do. And then I have this pepper plant here. I think it's a serrano. It's still putting on peppers. And I've been getting those too. But I'm not for sure what it is. I think it's serrano. But the Roma is still growing tomatoes. They just been eating up with bugs. Just like that one. You see all those little dots on there? Them little bugs get on there and just, I think they laying their eggs. I don't know what they're doing, but I refuse to eat them because I don't know what they're doing. I chopped that back. I'm going to pull it up, but I tried. It was too strong, the root system. So it's laying out in my yard. I'm getting ready to cut my grass this evening. So my lawnmower will chop all that up and mulch it. So yeah, cut that all the way back, pulling it up. Do not need that tomatillo anymore. I also cut down the flowers. I have a pepper back here, 2 of them. So they will grow hopefully once I cut this back and I'm in the bed, put some fertilizer in there. That's that thing that's been laying all those eggs or whatever they do. I don't know what they are, y'all. But it's been laying in all my tomatoes. So, and the tomatillo might grow back. See, it's sprouting out new leaves where I done cut it. So I might just cut it back and let it see what it do for the rest of the year. This just grew up the ground, this tomato plant. And it's a mess up here. I just need to pull all that up, pull the weeds off of my fence. And let it go. This black pepper, I don't know if it's the purple one or the black one. I think this is the purple one. It's been putting on. I took 2 of them off of here. Day before yesterday, I got 2 more on here now. Then I have this pepper plant. Not for sure what it is. Cause it's, no, it's not 2 different plants. It's actually the same plant. So I got that one. Big one is just growing on my okra plant. Then I got my different okra that I need to pull off. I got some that's ready today. I have to get okra every single day. Been freezing it and cooking it. And I said I was going to pickle some, but I just haven't gotten around to it. This is my habanero. It's not put 1 pepper on yet. Not a 1. Still waiting on that. But it keeps getting flowers. And it looks like it's going to do something, but it was dropping flowers. So I fertilized it. It needs more fertilizer. We'll go ahead and pollinate that flower right there. and maybe we will get some. Got some okra back there. The 3 different types. Got the crimson, spineless, this red. Don't know what this red is called. I forget. And then we got the Alabama red, which is this one, which is my favorite, and it gets so tall. Eggplant and flowers here. See, we got eggplant coming there, there. I cut some of it back, and now it's pushing out again. I think this is a raspberry bush or some kind of weed, but I think it's a raspberry bush. They just keep going everywhere. It's weeds, so I chopped it down. I need to get out. I have not cleaned my garden out, and it's a mess. But I need to cut back these flowers, take them in the house or do something. Also the same for this frog finger eggplant. It is doing good. It's still putting on. But if I don't get them when they first come out, the bugs get them. You can see where they've been taking little bites out of. And if you look at that one right there, they've been taking bites off them. But these are, it's very prolific plant. They grow fast. 2 or 3 days and they're done. And this is about as big as I'll let them get right there. Sometimes a little bigger if I don't get out here fast enough. But like that one's completely ready, and that one's bigger than normal. Just pull them off, cut them in half, or cut them in circles and just eat them. And see, those are over here too. Those are what be biting them, laying eggs in them. I don't know what that is, squash bug or what. I don't know what that bug is. Y'all tell me. Nothing else. Everything in here has died. Everything. Only thing's going is the basil. The collard greens, I just left them for the bugs to get them something to eat so they can eat the stuff that's going along. That's a volunteer avocado tree. Won't last. I've tried it 3 years in a row. Doesn't work. Squash bugs. Oh, flew up my nose. Squash bugs or whatever these bugs are have destroyed, demolished this plant. I just left it as a decoy because I have this one, and maybe I get some squash off of it. Don't know. Got flowers, a bunch of flowers. This is a scallop squash, but I don't see any squash on it. So I doubt if it makes it, because I'm sure they come on down here once that thing is completely done. And then that tomato plant, it's those yellow pears. Don't want them, but I'll eat them. This is my one cucumber that's left. It's diseased. It's not going to make it, but I'm leaving it. As well as these flowers on this basil. Plus the bees absolutely love it. I pulled one of the cucumbers up and just left that one. I planted some more. They never came up. Never did plant it there. That's my trash. That is the mushroom compost that I use. Absolutely love it. And I'll take that out to the curb tomorrow. Hit bugs in it. So I just set it right there so I can take it. Squash that was in here I pulled up. Leaving this for the bees. Leaving that for the bees. There go the lizard. It need to go over there and eat them bugs that's on the other thing. Anyway, this is some kind of squash plant. Don't know what it is. I stuck it in here. It's growing. Don't know what it is. Almost look like a watermelon, but I know that's not what it is, but whatever. This is lima beans. They're growing too. Everywhere. I picked a bunch of them the other day. They come on like maybe every 4 or 5 days. But they're still growing. Still got a lot of flowers. Volunteer tomato plants. And again, they're all the same thing. That yellow pear. So I don't know where I planted the yellow pear last year, but apparently they are freaking everywhere because that's all I got as volunteer. And some volunteer lettuce that probably flew from up here. A seed over there, and it's growing. And this green stalk still got some onions that didn't grow, so I left them at the bottom, and they just started back sprouting. Put some carrots that were volunteered that was on the ground right here. I just stuck them in there, so they're growing. Got this lettuce that's trying to come back. These greens. Got some kind of bug over here that's eating up everything. I tried to rinse this off, but they're still there. Got my lawnmower back here because I was gonna cut the grass. I cut it in the front, but then I'm allergic to grass. It gave me a really bad headache, so I had to park it and go in the house, take a nap. Nothing much is in here. I have not replanted. I'm supposed to plant this all out with lettuce, but I have not had the chance to do that. This tiny Tim tomato died. I cut off all the dead part, and now it has started regrowing greenery. So it may put on some more tomatoes before the end of the year. The same with the other one that's in here. I did the same thing with that. And I think I'm going to cut back the rest of these greens and let them just start all over again as well, because they'll keep growing. And this is the other tomato plant. And see how I cut that back. And we have this. And that's pretty much it, except for the few onions at the bottom. Nothing else is in there. My porch is still a disaster. I got stuff ready to fertilize. Still have my lemon balm that's doing good. I keep cutting off of it, keep sprouting back, so that's a good thing. I need to cut it back again. This is peppermint. I need to cut it. Looks like it might need a little bit of fertilizer. Got a little yellow into it, but I'm gonna have enough of that for the winter because I keep getting it and drying it and putting it up, so I can make tea out of it. I had thyme in there, but I moved it and put it in here with the rest of this thyme, so that all three of them in one spot. And then that is some lettuce seed that fell. I need to move it, and maybe I put it in there. But that is it. We are back to the beginning. Nothing else. My garden is a disaster, but it's time to clean it up and plant for fall. Oh, I didn't say anything about my tree. My last one, all the leaves were gone. Don't know what happened to them, but they're all back on my fig trees, both of them. Both of them need to be repotted, which I have the pots over there. Those big ones is for my raspberry. Then I have some smaller ones that are covered up over there with all that sweet potato nonsense to put those in. So I might just put both of those in the same big pot there, because I got two. But I bought those for my blueberries, but they died, all but one. I had three, that one beside that one, and that, but they did. So anywho, that is pretty much it of my garden tour. My yard is a mess. My porch is a mess. But hopefully I get all of that cleaned up this weekend and I can start my fall gardening. Planting some more greens. I think I'm going to plant some snow peas, lettuce, spinach. Not for sure what else. That might be about it until it's time to plant. Oh, I'm going to start some onion starts until it's time to plant my garlic, which I showed you guys in a short. My garlic and where I got it from. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I look forward to seeing you all in my very next video. Bye bye.